All right. All right. Hi, everyone. This is Daisy here. I came to put on a message earlier, but for whatever reason, my message got intercepted. Something very strange happened. Like, I just want to say, I know why it's happening, right? And it's because on one end, there is something happening at Google, YouTube as a whole, with the Golang and like two different commands and permissions that are like going through like name wrangling. That's what I can see. And also too, where they made copies of the Google database and then put certain file servers into certain code blocks to move that server or have it easily accessible through a different program interface, different HTML interface, etc. Right? More of like a table type or like a social media type interface to play in different people's emails. So I know that there's something going on with that because they are breaking it from space as well. So the last message that I had on here was that there are a few things that are moving around, and I decided to put out a few things for the community here and let you guys know that I found a few things, right? So you guys didn't know that they put out a few things on the internet that are getting them caught. A lot of you guys are bringing this to your job. You're finding out about this. Kids switch that bird, playing on people's farms, playing in people's family. We can easily believe it because you've always done that. You were just being quiet because you know that you shouldn't be playing like that, right? So one of the things that I want to give you guys another tool in your hand, because remember, there's a certain confusion that they're under, right? You think you saw it. I know for a fact you ain't seen it. I'm gonna keep on showing you still ain't seen it. You gonna keep on fighting, using your every last breath to make it seem like you ain't seen it or that you have seen it. I'm gonna keep on showing you through the ease of God that you haven't seen it. You're going to be surprised. They just haven't seen that they're walking into their demise, right, and their downfall. So I say that to say that there's this video here on my that you can find, Jared Germain. This was like December 2022. Remember virtual reality that's been going for like 5, 6 years now, playing in people's ear like that. And now they're saying that, oh, well, that's not virtual reality. It's called tinnitus. Why would my ear just naturally start ringing? You could have an infection. It's a new STD. You uploaded all of us to virtual reality. I know who Daisy is. I don't need a prescription. I just need you to stop harassing me. You're looking into my family's farms. That's what you're doing, like as like a new physician. Why don't I have a better physician? By the way, I have good insurance. Who are you, right? Stuff like that is happening. So now we see here Jared Germain. Remember, he got uploaded to influencer. Some of you guys know his channel. He posted about this, the origin of this viral sound. Where was this sound going viral though?
Daisy, Daisy.
Playing in the virtual reality. Right. So now chaos is ensuing here because that never happened. That's not true. Because remember, the biggest thing that got pulled out in that virtual reality is with Diddy and all them playing with those sex rituals, intimidating other rappers that didn't want to be involved. Right. Lighting is a lot better, right? Starting unnecessary chaos and wars and drama, right? They got exposed in the virtual reality, so they're trying to really hide it, especially with what just got started with Aki and them. Honestly, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, like, we'll talk Bismillah, don't bring any of that over here. I'm just gonna be very honest with you. I'm not interested in any of it. So now, one of the things that's coming on here is that Jared Germain. Also, what's going on in the community, people getting exposed in real time. Also, you guys finding out more about, so there's like some type of war going on in space because you guys have been starting civil wars and chaos and nonsense, and then you're playing with love spells and causing confusion and false marriages and things like that, and they told you that it's done, and they found and broke all your magic, and now you're starting it again, and this time you think that the white is the master magic to play. That's done for. Look at this now nonsense because they saw the virtual reality and they saw what ended up happening. Like, oh, I didn't know that about black people because somebody was stupid enough to try and like attach them to a server so they can see what was going on through the food network of shattered food and the fact that whites are made out of a certain chemical. That's why they're delusional like that. So now you see this right here. Okay, but it's right here, digital signal processing. And I told you about my flower. And you guys keep on seeing my 813 popping up all over the place because they were playing hella games, starting hella shit. So now it's coming out. Okay, but yeah, she's been talking about it the whole time. A bunch of white people playing with her, starting shit because of what they saw that she can do when playing on her computer and causing all this drama around the time that Daisy got online, exposing Drake and all of them. Playing. So remember, talks about different people playing games with virtual reality, and then they're trying to use this to create like self-driving cars or self-riding bikes and stuff like that in code sold to companies like Waymo, et cetera, and then deals and all that type of stuff to play with people's kids, stalk and harass people, and start a bunch of shit, and then thinking that they're gonna come and play with me because this doesn't work the way they want it to work. Yeah, because there's a few of these. It's not ARPA and there's a few of these that can do this digital signal processing. And then you have, if you know how to use Python properly, you can just do that, like modulations, right? So one of the things that's coming up on here too, though, is our ability to run certain programs with this language that would get blocked in certain places. Like that's why we decided to get involved with them in raping people's kids and starting hella shit and harassing people and starting with Daisy, which we claim never happened. Do you guys know who's sitting here like looking at this? So you guys were playing with her because you're looking for magical coding powers, and then you're supposed to be playing with her like, oh look, the language is after your name. That means that it's gonna be here, like nonsense like that. So, anyways, then we have this nonsense that they put online, Daisy.org. Sound technology. Save as a Daisy file, then look, it's already done. Oh, I didn't know that that's what she was doing. Oh, that's actually really stupid that we filled the entire internet with that all at once over the past 4 years. And now everyone's going to start asking, what are you doing? Okay, no, we're not harassing. Okay, why is there so many thousands of people watching this now? Why are you telling everyone about this? Okay, well, tell them like, oh, we'll settle them out of court. I don't want to answer to that docket. How do they find out about this with Daisy? Because everyone's talking about it. Remember, they're on drugs and then they edit my channel. So thousands of people are watching about it. Oh, you do? Okay, so you already had intel on this. Okay, because she contacted me about this. How long has this been going on, bro? Nah, I would never think anything like this was like really crazy. You should have told me about this a long time ago. Tarot cards? I fuck with it though. I like the way she uses them. These hoes are causing drama. What is this with Ohio murders? Right, so now look at this chaos that's gotten started. You guys, it's just done here. So I just wanted to put this out that they're getting caught and like we have more than enough information. And with what I just got my hands on in the next few days, this nonsense that they got started is going to unravel in every single major city. Look at Daisy's story though. Who was this man with the Jewish name? It's some Jewish legislative caucus, however you say it. No, it has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. I'm black. You can't do that with me. You can do that with the Palestinians or the Arabs. Right. So now what is this that I'm hearing about in my community about 24-hour emergency adoptions, and you're playing games and thinking that this is some like white supremacist like game show, playing with people's kids and promising them coding languages, and you're playing with the black woman that knows something about space because you try to blow open a hole in her head. Let me find out. Yeah, you really don't understand who is watching this on my channel and who is really setting you up. So now well, yeah, well, dad, like, you didn't really teach us about like this part though. Like, when they find out, the whole time you were telling us that they were niggers and they were this and they were that. Okay, yeah, but dad, like, you never prepared us for this. You see Daisy preparing them for war. She's been preparing them. I just have to say, like, all the kids at the colleges, they're talking about her. She's like a 5-star general. You're not going to beat that. I'm sorry. I don't want any more extra love. That's what their kids are doing. Now, another thing that I have, a message for whites, that you didn't see this nonsense and you're finding out about kids switched at birth in the white community. That's so explosive. Between all the communities on the planet that got those kids switched at birth, it's really the biggest. It's really the white community and the Spanish community. And then Asia is now in the running to beat them both out. Playing with Xiong. So these games that you guys have just got to stop these games. These are lethal games. When you start these games, you're saying that you want to be enslaved and put into duats in such ratchet molecular configurations. I can't even talk about it. I need a whole different like anatomy to process that language. And that's how this started. Who's speaking that language on planet Earth? Oh, so you guys have started this. And you're telling the pale one that they're going to get this in the computer and that's going to be assisted suicide. This black rose, the death flower. You guys call me when you really need help. It seems like you guys have gotten everything settled here because they're that stupid to believe it. I don't get angry. You know who I am, right? That's the type of conversations going on in space. You really better believe it and be careful. So now, when I'll actually, right, We're coming into another level of drama. So that's what you guys have been doing the whole time, and people are talking about this. I'm telling you. And oh, okay. I see. Thank you. I know exactly where to go look. Thank you. So if you know who's solid, you know who to come ask. So now we go into another level, right? Playing on the computer, starting a bunch of shit, a bunch of nonsense and chaos. People's community coming to see this nonsense with Aki, and something else that is not going to slip my mind that's going to continue. And then also too, what was going on with them then practicing murders, playing games, practicing murders, and saying like, oh, you get to get in good with this, you get this type of beat processing. Like, look at that. This is like Fruity Loops, bro. This is like the original like Atari S something 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 hundred. You guys know like the original beatbox machines and stuff like that. Yeah. And all that type of stuff, promising them all this and all that, and they can have sex with this high priest that makes music and get his spiritual powers and do all that, all in fucking virtual reality. And then remember, everyone's seeing this about the aquatic reality, so you guys are really playing with black people that are also fishes. I'm not even gonna laugh about that or even like play with you about this. I see it. And there's an octopus. I can see it because an octopus is strange. So it makes sense that it's a ratchet octopus playing in the computer. And that's how that octopus got caught. Like, oh, people know who I am, even though I'm goofy, because I was once that great. So I brought my ass up over here with no melanin to come and play. And ooh, they just stopped the whole masjid and said, what octopus is this that you guys are playing with now? In my masjid, you're talking about playing with an octopus like that you're getting an octopus from Aki? Come in, let me show you Quran. Yeah. Yes, these are these are ridiculous conversations getting started because of you. So let's talk about what the white community is going to end up getting. Because now kids switched at birth and the Chinese community playing with Xiong and all that nonsense. You see that? Your role here, some of you guys got pulled here. Life is a highway. And you're like, why am I here? I've been watching this the whole entire time. Why am I here? White supremacists with guns that they do stakeouts and they are stationing themselves on people's land and they go to war with the government like that. They're watching this. He has no idea why he's watching this black woman with these tarot cards. Been watching this the whole fucking time. Now hearing about all this mess and now he knows how to get active. So now what ended up getting started here, right? Is okay, what is our options? Because I don't have sex in my family. I've done like really delusional things. Actually, let me just step out of that. Yeah, Donald Trump again. Okay, actually, I can say that the first time it wasn't really that fun. Like, we still all got in trouble. So it's not going to change this time. And then Daisy's there. So technically, like, you know, we can still get in trouble. Yeah. So where do you fall in this madness, right? On a serious note, you have two options. Is to be dissolved completely. Like after I pass away, I don't have to go to hell. I don't have to go to the duat. Okay, that's not bad because I lived a good life on the planet. Right? Some people, you don't have that option. Some of you guys are like, okay, well, if I do really good, I get to go like live on the planet where they have like animals. It's like fun. Certain indigenous people, like they have bodies there. It's like a rectification planet. Like, oh, we get to be here and have fun. Like that's actually not a bad thing. Some people also then they get stationed. They have to go to the duat and they get to clean up, right? Now there's different duats. Not all of the duat is the same. Some duat you sit there all day, you just can't eat food and you get to watch the cooking channel and it's constantly like actually a good cook, right? So they have new channels and they've uploaded Instagram there and people are really like changing their behavior on planet Earth. Because sometimes you get put in the duat and you're still alive, right? And what does that look like? I don't know, because I'm not getting myself involved in those realms. So now what's happening here is you can go to the duat for like maybe 2 years. Instead, you will have an eternity. You go to the duat for 2 years, you can go to the rectification planet or you can train with the enforcers. And that's some of these white men that work in the government and that man that looks like the dad from King of the Hill. They're going to get the opportunity to go when they pass away or because of what may end up happening in the next few years with space travel. Ooh. He may end up going to space to go train with the enforcers. Like, I don't believe in any of that. Yes, they can get whippings all day. I believe in corporal punishment. I went to a boys' school. Yeah, and they're going to be working up there to rectify certain things. So you have a job up there. Like, you still have to clean up. Like, it's not that bad. No toxic chemicals. There's a woman that's green and blue, and she has different markings on her. She cooks for us. I don't know. She's like 18 feet tall. I don't care. I'm just not where you are. So they're gonna get to go do that. They've set that up in space. I was just told to tell you guys that. So some of you guys that want to go play in the Spanish community, you don't have that opportunity. So some of you guys do, right? And that's you have to go clean up. Like it's different planets and different etheric spaces. Like we shouldn't have done all this that we were doing, dumping it in water. Now we have to be here in space cleaning it up. But at least we get food and we can watch TV and it's good here. I can travel, and they said that in like 3 years I can get a wife. 3 years? What have you been doing? Did you tell on me on planet Earth? No. Yeah, bro, I had to though. Like, come on now. Like, tú es bebé and switching up her. You should have told me that. Yeah. So these are the conversations that are getting started in space. People that have already passed or they're there now. And then also too, these are the type of options that people are going to end up having in the rectification. Because really, like I'm telling you, with the portal that got open for them playing with some of these kids, that's just game over. Period, and everyone can see it. Like I can see that. Some people are protected. That's a good thing. That's okay. I don't think you are. You're incentivizing this bullshit. I just wanted drugs until I cheat on my wife and shit like that and play around. And you guys are talking about early love, more love, and extra love. What type of battles are these? Like, well, you're giving her more love. That's why I stabbed her. Okay, well, CPS is at her door. Okay, well, that was supposed to be my baby anyways. Okay, yeah, that's your baby, but you're supposed to get me pregnant first. Like, we already made an agreement. I had my life set up for early love. Right, goofy shit like that. So just know, right, that these type of things are like going on and getting adjusted. Yeah, there's a rabbit that really got set up and she was showing herself today, and that's how I just know it's done. So, yeah, just because they were playing with spell work. That's another thing that they were seeing too. All of our companions, like, who was talking to her? But look at the voice though. That's so strange, this voice. It's like my rabbit, like, oh, this is happening. We're traveling over here today. Do Googlies and I, like, can you make a copy of yourself here and watch my children for me? They want to see you from planet Earth. They said that you don't visit them enough. So, stuff like that is going on, right? So you guys, like, again, tune in and tap in, right? And just know that there's like another reality right here and they're trying to like stop it and it's not going to stop. You need to get yourself together. All that madness and all that chaos. You just have to be like way more on your P's and Q's when you're starting it. So, right? Like, anyways, you guys, I just want to tell you that those are some of the updates that have now come out. Also, too, oh, I didn't show you this daisy.org. The thing about them is playing with sound technology, starting shit too. I'm telling you, like, you just really don't know me at all. You just don't know me at all. So let's show here. Right. No, not yet. And the emails that are going back and forth, and people really getting set up at their job, and things like moving behind, and people hacking people's computer and finding out information. I just want to let you guys know that there's a few things going on with that. So that's all I have to say. I have another message coming for you guys later about Armias has a message from space, and then also a few things with code, and then also the get-togethers that we're going to be having in person in the next couple of weeks to get this started. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.